Sure, we're going to do it like this. Ignore the and Kate Struthers at the top. This is how we'll do the roll call after the dramatic reading. Chill out. Okay? Oh, let me tweet about this stuff. Dramatic reading, guys. Are you ready? The rain hit the window of the inn the party had found in Varsh Keep, as Bregor thought about how close he had come to death. He couldn't help but feel vulnerable. Across the room, he could see Vincent sitting atop a wooden stool, sipping on a fresh glass of apple cider. They both had a lot to think about, with the god descending to the mortal plane and dragons attacking them on the journey. It was a lot for a lone elf or human to deal with. Bregor decided that it was time to approach Vincent about something he had been desiring for a long time. Who knew what was to come? Are you all right, Vincent? I know there's a lot riding on our shoulders right now. I'm doing all right, friend. I just don't know what there's to rely on the world anymore, and it all seems so disparate, Vincent said as he motioned for Bregor to take a seat next to him. Bregor looked deeply into Vincent's eyes as he responded, I understand what you mean. This whole thing with Oris bringing down a god has made me feel much more mortal and alone than I normally feel. Maybe we just need to look to each other for comfort. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on, that should be tabbed in. Maybe we just need to look to each other for the comfort we need more than we have before, Vincent said as he lightly grasped Bregor's forearm and shot him a look. Bregor understood what Vincent meant. He had imagined this moment happening for far too long. Standing up from the bar stool, Bregor rested his hand on the one thing that was grabbing him and led Vincent upstairs to his room. Maybe we should just call it a night, Vincent. We have a lot to get done tomorrow, Bregor rattled off half-heartedly. Vincent's eyes shone with an intensity as he responded in words said only for Bregor's elf ears. I think we have a lot to do tonight. A lot to live for, oh God. Oh God. The two made their way upstairs to Bregor's room after the rest of the patrons that had been around them in the inn headed their separate ways and left the two alone. It was a moment they had been waiting for, had been working towards since the beginning. Not only had they both had to dodge advances by women but they had helped each other survive the perils of adventure. A bond this strong could not be broken. With the voice being muffled by clothes that were being taken off, Bregor said, I know what you need, Vincent, and I'm willing to give you everything you need to save the world. Good, was all Vincent responded with as he took everything off except for his armlet. The strength would be needed soon. Taking Bregor by the shoulders, Vincent turned him around and bent him over the desk in the dark corner of the room. I can't read anymore. Are you ready for this, Bregor? I don't know if I'll be able to stop once I start. You're all I've wanted since we met. The words were quick, reflecting Vincent's excited state. I don't know if I can actually read this shit on Twitch. Do it, Vincent. We need this. Both of us need this. Bregor braced himself in anticipation. I don't know if I can actually read this on Twitch. I think this violates some of my Twitch rules. Like literally, I think I can get my account banned for reading the rest of this. We're going to skip one paragraph. We're going to skip a paragraph here, okay? Panting from exuberance, Bregor managed to ask, Is that all you've got, Mr. Longbourn, in a slightly mocking tone? I can go again if you'd like. I just don't know if your fragile body could handle it, Vincent angrily retorted. Just then the closet door burst open as Abigail fell forward out of it, red blossoming in her cheeks as she tried to cover herself in embarrassment as both Vincent and Bregor turned to look at her, wary of a possible threat. What were you doing in there? Bregor shouted at her as he wrapped a blanket around his nakedness. I was just looking for gold, and then you two showed up and I didn't know what to do, Abigail stammered out. Vincent looked at her in her direction and let out a soft laugh. I think we've had enough for tonight. I hope you didn't get too excited in there by yourself, Abigail. Alright, guys. I cannot read that paragraph. It will get me banned on Twitch. Don't you dare. Don't you even start yelling shit like that. You know there are rules to this stream. You know there are rules. Here, if you want to read the paragraph and one line and like 4 or 5 words that I missed, here you go. Here is the paragraph that I skipped over. And then here is the last line that one of the lines that I modified ever so slightly. All right. Yeah. Exactly. And that is, if you read that paragraph, you realize that there's no way I could read that on Twitch. Like, literally, if my account did not get banned, I would have to ban it myself. Okay? You know what? I can't even read that paragraph. It was bad, guys. That was... Whew. Yeah, you can stream GTA 5. That's fine. But reading that aloud will probably get me banned on Twitch. Probably. I am not going to read that aloud. I'm sorry. I am not going to lose my account over this.